Can you name Africa's last colony? Western Sahara has been occupied by neighbouring Morocco for more than 40 years. Yet most people have never heard of the conflict. Western Sahara was a Spanish colony until 1975. But after the Spanish left, the indigenous population of Western Sahara, the Sahrawis, did not obtain independence. Instead, the Moroccan king declared that Western Sahara belonged to Morocco and invaded the country, even though the king's claim to the territory had been rejected by the International Court of Justice a few months earlier. Thousands of Sahrawi families fled the Moroccan bombs to Algeria, where they set up refugee camps in the desert. Here, the Sahrawis established an exile state, and for more than 15 years, the Sahrawi Liberation Movement, Polisario, fought the Moroccan invaders. During the war, Morocco built a wall extending more than 2,000 kilometers across the desert. With the aid of more than 100,000 soldiers and millions of landmines, the wall still separates the occupied territories from the rest of Western Sahara. In the occupied territories, the Sahrawis live under Morocco's brutal occupation, where peaceful resistance is met by violence, imprisonment and torture. Outside the occupied territories, many Sahrawis still live in refugee camps, surviving on international food aid. In 1991, the UN Security Council managed to negotiate a ceasefire between Polisario and Morocco. One of the conditions of the ceasefire was a promised referendum on the status of Western Sahara. But now, 25 years later, the Sahrawis are still awaiting the referendum. No country in the world recognizes Morocco's occupation of Western Sahara, and the UN Security Council has repeatedly maintained the right of the Sahrawis to self-determination. Yet the international community, and the European Union in particular, fail to act against the crimes committed by the Moroccan regime. One of the main reasons for the current deadlock is the plundering of Western Sahara's natural resources. Instead of benefiting the Sahrawi population, the Moroccan kingdom, alongside several multinational corporations, are generating massive profits from the plundering of the occupied territories. 40 years of brutal occupation is more than enough. It's about time the Sahrawi people is given the opportunity to vote on the future of their own country. Join us in demanding the European Union to stop allowing European companies to participate in the plundering of Western Sahara's natural resources. Instead, the EU and the international community need to actively support the referendum on the future of Western Sahara.